Hello viewers, welcome to our daily V News, and here are the headlines.
Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng meets with visiting Vice President of the Cuban Council of Ministers. Vietnam-Saudi Arabia broad boost cooperation. Hanoi makes great efforts in tackling ongoing traffic congestion.
Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng met with Marino Murillo George, Vice President of the Cuban Council of Ministers in Hanoi on October 9th.
The Cuban officials informed the host of the initial results of bringing the policy of the 6th Congress of the Communist Party of Cuba into life. He is currently the head of the party's commission responsible for implementing resolutions approved at the 6th Party Congress. The Cuban official pledged to further strengthen solidarity, traditional friendship, and comprehensive cooperation between the two parties, states, and peoples in the coming time. Trọng said Ho's visit to Vietnam is a good chance to implement the agreements reached by the two countries' leaders and boost cooperation between the two countries. He said he believes under the self-leadership of the Communist Party of Cuba, led by President Raul Castro and leader Fidel Castro, the Cuban people will record greater achievements in their revolutionary cause. Trọng also reiterated Vietnam's faithful support and solidarity with the Communist Party of Cuba and Cuban people.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng has expressed hope that the Saudi Fund for Development will bring more investment to Vietnam and enhance cooperation between the two nations in trade, investment, and labor.
Prime Minister Dũng made the remarks at the reception given to visiting Saudi Arabian Finance Minister Ibrahim Abdulaziz Al Nasser, who is also chairman of the Saudi Fund for Development in Hanoi on October 9th. Dũng pledged that the government of Vietnam will create favorable conditions for Saudi Arabian investors to gain successful results in Vietnam. Al Nasser informed the host of the two loan agreements, which he signed with his Vietnamese counterpart Vương Đình Huệ in Hanoi earlier on the same day. The minister said the Saudi Fund for Development will continue providing capital for investment projects in Vietnam, especially major projects in infrastructure and energy. He expressed hope that the two countries will also strengthen cooperation in oil and gas and agriculture. The two newly signed loan agreements totaled about $30.94 million is for the construction of two roads linking communes in the central provinces of Quang Tri and Phú Yên. Saudi Arabia has so far provided loans worth $56.8 million through the fund for 4 projects in Vietnam.
On October 9, Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng also met with German newly accredited ambassador to Vietnam, Jutta Frach.
During the meeting, Dũng expressed his delight at the strategic partnership between the two countries, which has been strongly developed in various fields. The Prime Minister thanked the German government for its development aid given to Vietnam, suggested Germany continue assisting Vietnam in infrastructure development and human resources training, as well as supporting the country in boosting ties with the European Union, particularly during the negotiations on the Vietnam-EU Free Trade Agreement. He said he hopes Frach will actively contribute to strengthening the cooperation between the two countries, especially in economy, trade, investment, and education and training. Jutta Frach affirmed that during her tenure, she will coordinate with related ministries and sectors of Vietnam to step up the strategic partnership between the two countries, effectively implementing German-funded projects and contributing to deepening the Vietnam-Germany relationship.
Almost 200 international lecturers and experts in the irrigation science from 15 nations are attending the 4th International Conference on Estuaries and Coasts in Hanoi.
The conference, the first of its kind in Vietnam, creates opportunities to share experiences and improve scientific research quality and raise tertiary and post-graduation training quality in the field for Vietnam's universities. It is also a big forum for foreign and domestic sponsors, managers, engineers and scientists to get up-to-date technology so as to rationally tap resources and develop estuaries and coastal areas in a sustainable manner. At the event, which runs from October 8th to 11th, almost 40 reports presented by Vietnamese experts and lecturers focus on coastal and estuarine hydrodynamics and management, environmental and ecological hydraulics. Vietnam counts more than 2,360 rivers with 10 basins covering more than 10,000 square meters each.
A Vietnamese delegation led by Deputy Finance Minister Trương Chí Trung attended the 9th annual ASEAN Finance Ministers Investor Seminar that opened in Hong Kong on October 9.
Addressing the event, Trung affirmed Vietnam's policy of curbing inflation, stabilizing macroeconomy, and maintaining growth at a reasonable level, in line with renewing growth model, restructuring the economy, and ensuring social welfare. The Vietnamese government's economic management efforts have brought about positive results. By the end of September, Vietnam has seen economic growth in 3 consecutive quarters, reaching 5.35% in the third quarters, higher than 4.66% and 4% in the second and first quarter, respectively. During the 9-month period, Vietnam recorded a trade surplus of $34 million compared to the $8.16 million trade deficit in the same period last year. In addition to pointing out short-term and medium-term challenges facing each ASEAN member country and the region, the event aims to highlight ASEAN countries' successes in maintaining their macroeconomies amid the global economic woes, thereby luring more regional and overseas investors. Participants at the event agreed that ASEAN will become a highly competitive economic area with free flows of goods, services and investment towards sustainable economic development in line with poverty and inequality reduction.
A series of road works has partly eased Hanoi's infamous traffic jams, helping to reduce traffic congestion in the city. The new works also add to the celebration of the 58th anniversary of the liberation of the capital Hanoi on October 10, 1954.
Several flyovers are now in operation, including ones in Lang and Tra Bok streets, and a multi-story park has been built in Nguyễn Công Trứ Street. I usually use this street, and beforehand it was constantly jammed with traffic. The construction of the flyover has put an end to this, and now the street is very clear. These are the flyovers at the intersections of Lê Văn Lương and Hang Ha streets, and Nguyễn Chí Thanh and Lang streets. This is the largest steel flyover in Hanoi. We are striving to finish the projects as soon as possible, and it is scheduled to be open to traffic by the end of the year. Besides roads and flyovers, Hanoi's authorities are continuing with a series of other traffic roads around the city. The Pháp Vân Mỹ Đình Viaduct project is one of the city's key infrastructure projects and the only one to have been completed ahead of schedule. The municipal authorities have set a target of tackling at least 27 congestion hotspots by 2015. They also have plans to build 8 metro lines and 8 night express bus routes by 2050. Completion of these projects has significantly eased the city's traffic problems. We hope that a lot more roadworks will be completed and become operational in the near future. The constructions of a modern traffic infrastructures will aid to Hanoi development as well as the nation's. The projects will help ease the city's traffic congestion and help Hanoi become a modern traffic jam-free capital in the future.
We come to the end of VNews today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.